Um, we all have our things, you know? Okie dokie, friends. Welcome to class today on this Tuesday. Power Flow. Special announcements. I have my embodiment class this Saturday. It's once per month. I feel like I say that a lot. I'm like, it's once per month, but it seems to be happening every week somehow now. It's the third Saturday of every month. So my embodiment class, I think it's like my favorite thing, my favorite offering that I have right now, because it's all my favorite modalities wrapped up into one class. So it's yoga in the beginning for about 45 minutes, breath work for about 40 minutes, and then at the end, sound bowls for about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's just a 2-hour experience that is meant to take you out of here and into here and just allow you to get into your body and kind of let things move, let things flow, let things express however they want to. So hopefully it's something that you leave just feeling lighter. That's the intention. So it's this Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. in this space, $30 per person through the local co-op. And then, hi, come on in. Don't be afraid of the front. Let's see what else we got going. I think the only other thing is we have a new teacher. His name is Tyler, and he's teaching Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. So I have my Chill Vibes, my 8:30 p.m. Chill Vibes Power Flow on Thursday nights. His is on Tuesday nights. So it's kind of the little sister class now to mine. Yeah, I think that's all. Anybody else have any special announcements or questions or concerns? Victoria, do you have anything coming up or? Okay. She's getting married on the 28th. We're doing a little special sound bath for her. All right, friends. Let's go ahead and just practice then. So comfortable seated position, seated meditation. And I always personally like to move just a little bit, get a little bit of physical feedback before settling into stillness. So if you would like, you're more than welcome to move a little bit, wiggle a little bit. And then eventually just find stillness in your body. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to rest somewhere, some way, intentionally. So maybe just hands to your lap, maybe hands to heart, maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Whatever just feels most resonant for you this morning. And then with your eyes closed, start to really just notice everything that is coming and going through the field of your awareness right now. So notice sounds that are present. Notice sensations that are here. Notice energetically how you feel. So what is your energetic state of being this morning? Maybe you even visualize your energy in a color, so using your imagination. And start to feel into your breath. Maybe visualize your breath flowing through. And then next time you inhale, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. When you think you are full, see if there's even an extra little sip you can find at the top. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Good, very nice. Do that again. Inhale, fill up. Hold in fullness. Keep holding your breath, but see if you can relax and soften just a little bit around your held breath. And then open your mouth and sigh it out. Let it go. Ah. Last time, biggest breath you've taken all morning long. To fill up every little space inside of you, maybe visualize your breath moving into every space. Hold in that fullness. Let your breath circulate around. And then huge open mouth sigh. Let it go. Ah. Seal your lips now and begin to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. See if you can start to create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound with your breath. You can stay right here in your seated meditation, just noticing, just breathing, just connecting to your own internal rhythm for as long as you'd like. If you stay here the entire practice, I bet you would actually get so much out of that. So stay as long as you'd like. If you are ready to start moving, come forward to hands and knees. And just start exploring anything that feels interesting to your body today. So a good place to start is cat-cows. So if you're not sure what to do, start with cat-cows. Inhale to arch, find your spinal extension, and exhale to round, find spinal flexion. You can go back and forth through those two postures for a moment. And then just start to get a little more intuitive, a little more creative. Start to feel around almost like you are a four-legged animal, four-legged creature, and you're just figuring out all these different ways in which you can move your body. If it's helpful, close your eyes. So get out of your head. Don't worry how you look. Don't worry how anybody else in this space looks, but see if you can focus on what you are feeling inside. So what's going on in your spine, in your hips, in your shoulders, even in your hands or your fingers. Yeah, maybe a child's pose is calling to you this morning and you just want to sit back in child's pose and ground, rest there, breathe there. So give yourself a few more rounds, 4 or 5 more breaths. And then eventually downward facing dog is where we will meet up. So in your own time and in your own way, you can start your transition back to downward facing dog. Good job, everybody. And once you have started moving, so I think everybody now is moving your body. Don't forget about your breath. Don't lose your connection to your breath. So big, spacious, powerful, strong, slow, steady. So Ujjayi, translated from Sanskrit, it's victorious breath, vibrant breath. So what does that feel like in your body? In your down dog, keep exploring, keep feeling around, maybe pedal out your heels or give your head a little shake or a little nod. Maybe you even want to windshield wiper your heels from side to side, roll onto the outer edge of one foot, inner edge of the other, and then switch it up. And then just a quick question of consent from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you do not want to be touched, you would rather not have any physical adjustments, I don't take it personally, but just lift one leg in the air to let me know. Okay, thank you so much. So back to your down dog, couple more rounds of breath. Spread your fingers really wide and push the ground away. Yeah, see if you can feel a connection to your center. So like there's an invisible rope pulling up on your belly button, tugging towards the back of the room. Nice, Mo. Take one more big inhale, everybody. Awesome, Cam. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your space and however you want to get there, forward fold, top of your yoga mat. Once you have arrived, just hang out, be in your fold. I recommend personally feet hips width distance apart or maybe even a little bit wider for this first one. It'll just give your hips and your pelvis a little more space. And if you want, you can take ragdoll, grab opposite elbows, sway, bounce, bob. See if you can let your head be heavy, your neck is relaxed, your face is soft. You feel that connection to center, that invisible rope. It's attached to your belly button. Pull straight up towards the sky. So lift your sit bones as high as you can. Try not to rock back into your heels. Take one last round in your fold. And then next inhale, find a halfway lift position. So really stick your butt out as you reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold and bow all the way to emptiness. Once more, halfway lift. So top of your head forward, back of your neck is long. Exhale, let it go. And then this time all the way up. So come through your halfway lift, keep rising, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Hands to heart as you exhale. For just a moment, flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain, reach. Maybe close your eyes as you slowly dive down. So hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Bend your knees a lot if you feel it in your low back. Fold in. Halfway lift position. Breathe in. Feel all that length and even strength in your back body. Nice. Okay. Exhale, let it go. Find emptiness, navel to spine connection. From that place, rise. Heart leads. Arms reach up. Gaze up. Hands to heart. Exhale. Very nice. One more time like that. Inhale, arms to the sky. Take the entire length of your exhale to dive down. So traction out your spine, lengthen your side bodies, then release. Beautiful. Lift halfway. How much length can you create? Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold all the way to emptiness. And then from the press of your feet, heart leads, take it back up. Arms reach up. Stretch tall. Nice, Victoria. Hands to heart. Exhale. All right, my friends. Beautiful breathing. Inhale, arms to the sky. Pause here. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Left palm faces towards the right side of the room. And then up and over with your upper body to the right, with your lower body to the left. So more weight in your left foot. Reach your hips to the left. Pull your left shoulder back and down. Keep it plugged into the socket. Yeah, if you want, you can reach your right tiptoes out to the right. And then breathe into your left rib cage. Imagine you're trying to puff up your left ribs. Breathe into your left waistline. Beautiful. Nice, Jana. Take one more round. Huge breath. Inhale back to center. Both feet on the ground. Switch your grip. So grab hold of your right wrist. Right palm faces the windows. Other side. Up and over. So more weight in right foot. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot. Hips go right, upper body goes left, right shoulder stays plugged in. So rather than your arm in front of your face, you want your bicep next to your ear. As you tug with your left hand, gently resist with your right arm. Take one more round, puff up through your right ribs. Awesome job. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. If you have the tendency to lock out your elbows like I am doing now, bend your elbows and suction cup your palms together. Imagine your elbows are magnetized. Squeeze them towards each other. See if you can keep that as you reach your hands back away from your body. Maybe add a little back bend. So heart lifts up as you press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs. Nice, Mary. Take one more big, huge inhale. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart all the way down, forward fold. Hang out in your fold with your fingers interlaced for about 2 or 3 more rounds. If you're pressing your palms together and that feels like too much now, you can let that part go. Let your head be heavy. Let your neck relax. See if you can find that connection to center. Lift your hips even higher. Lift your knuckles even higher. Take one more big inhale. Good. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Really nice, everyone. You can give them a little shake out or maybe give your head a little shake. Reconnect to your Ujjayi, and on an inhale, halfway lift position, realign your spine. Nice, Chris. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank pose. So this first plank, we're gonna hold it. Spread your fingers wide, push the ground away actively, draw your belly button in and up, And see if you can take little baby rocks forward and back, just an inch or two of movement. So just like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body, your belly stays strong, your arms stay strong, gaze down, back of your neck is long. Take one more inhale, see if you can rock forward onto your tippy toes or knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway, hold here. As you inhale, push back up, high plank. Yes, one more time like that. Exhale, little rock forward, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Very nice. This time, exhale all the way down. Strong, straight line. Spider-Man Cobra. Bring your hands out nice and wide. You're up on your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Make sure your hands are wide to give your shoulders space. And then exhale, take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down a bit. Inhale back through center, tone your belly, press into your fingertips, heart lifts. Other side, exhale, twist. Inhale brings you back to center. You can go one more time each way or any other back bend variation you would like to take. So you choose in your next few breaths, no hurry, downward facing dog. Once you're back in your down dog, reconnect. You've got about 5 rounds. So feel free to move and explore. Feel free also to just find stillness. A lot of times there's stillness in our outer bodies, but inside there's so much going on. There's so many little movements, so many little micro adjustments we can make to be a little more efficient in our own bodies. So tune in. Notice whatever there is to notice. Respond from a place of presence, from a place of curiosity, from a place of love. Take one more big inhale into your dog pose. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Push the ground away. And as you exhale, look to the top of your mat. Step, tiptoe, or hop. Forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Lengthen. Exhale, let it go, fold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way to stand. Arms reach up. Nice, Makai. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand once again. You can take that same side body stretch we did before, or this time option to add one leg. So left foot steps off the right side of your yoga mat. Bend your knees like a curtsy squat with your legs. Pull right hip back, left hip forward. And then upper body pulls to the right side. If you want, you can try to straighten your legs, but keep your hips as square as possible. So you're welcome to feel around. Take one more big deep breath. Left side nice and long. As you inhale, come back onto your mat and switch your grip. Other side. So this you can stay where you're at, or right foot steps off the left side of your yoga mat. Your curtsy squat with your legs. And then side body stretch. So left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward, your inner thigh squeeze. Yeah. If you want, you can work your legs towards straight. Just keep your hips as square as possible. Nice aerial. So feel into that length of your right side. Breathe into that length. One more round. Good, Liz. Inhale back to center. Both feet on your mat. Release your clasp. Exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees. Swing your arms back behind you. Heart stays lifted. So rather than looking down at the ground and rounding, you're in spinal extension. Lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Maybe even bend your elbows. And imagine your elbows are magnetized behind your back. Feel your back muscles get stronger. You can stay where you are at, or option to float up onto your tiptoes. Yeah. If you float up onto your tiptoes, you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can bend your knees more, get a little lower. Take one more deep breath. Awesome work. Option to stay on your tiptoes if you would like. High mountain. So all the way up as tall as you can grow. Option to stay on your tiptoes if you would like. Exhale, slow dive down. Stick your butt out all the way down into your fold. Good job. Heels on the ground as you lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in down dog. Good, friends. Ujjayi breath. All right. From your dog pose, next inhale, take your right leg to the sky. So if you want to open your hip or explore on your own, that's fine. But eventually, find square hips. So keep both hands rooted, all of your fingertips pushing down. Lift from your center. Square off your hips now. Inner thighs face each other. Make your right leg powerful and strong. Right foot active. I don't care about height. Go for length, strength, and power. One more big inhale. Nice work. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, hollow out your belly. Like you're stepping over something. Step through softly. Rise up to crescent lunge in your own time. No rush. So front knee over front ankle. High on the ball of your back foot. Energetically hug towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, and you feel that connection to your center. So your legs are your strong foundation. Your upper body is your own personal expression, your unique expression. So feel into it. Lift your heart. Maybe spread your fingers really wide, like there's energy shooting out of them. Or maybe today you feel like softening through your hands and your elbows. So you don't have to change necessarily your physical position, but feel into it. Your own unique expression energetically. One more big inhale. Very nice, you guys. As you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh and just lean forward. Draw your belly button in and up so you feel that connection to your center. Press into your front foot and launch off your back foot. Just float it off the ground. So you're in a warrior 3 variation. Back foot is stomping on an invisible wall behind you. So keep your back leg strong. Stay where you're at or add some arms. Arms can go out to the sides. They can go forward, back. They can come to heart center, prayer hands. So again, your unique expression. Feel it. One more breath. Good job. Back to crescent lunge. Land softly if possible. Inhale, nice Katie. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. All right, from here, move into a pyramid stance with your legs. So your left foot steps forward about a foot or so, depends how long your legs are. You want both feet on the ground. Personally, I like my feet on 2 train tracks with all 10 toes facing forward. Traditionally, it's feet on a balance beam with your back foot at about a 30-degree angle. So depends what works best for you. Come to a halfway lift position. Hands can come to hips or to your front shin, or maybe you're using blocks. As you work into this posture, I want you to bend your front knee a lot for just a second. And then really slowly re-straighten your front leg by pulling your right butt cheek back and up, by squeezing through the front of your right thigh. So once you've got that, keep that. And whenever you're ready, work back into a fold. So forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine. Good job. Keep pulling right butt cheek up and back. Keep squeezing through the front of your right thigh. So you really want your right quad to turn on as you stretch through the back of your right leg. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Keep pressing down through the inner edge of your right foot. Try not to let it lift. So right butt cheek back and up, right sit bone back and up. One last round. End of your next exhale, fingertips on the ground or hands to block. So bend your front knee if you need to. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg to the sky. Just for this one, we're gonna move into a half moon. So give our hips a nice opening. Stack left hip on top of right. Left arm to the sky or left hand to left hip. Find long. So right hand is on the ground, on a block or the ground. And feel the length so the crown of your head is reaching towards the front of the room. Yeah. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek, your medial glute. Let your hips open. Beautiful, friends. Take one last big inhale, maybe lift your back leg a tiny bit higher. Nice, Lucy. Exhale, nice and easy, forward fold, top of your mat. So set your left foot down, kind of pedal out your heels, or maybe even give your right leg a little shake out. Find your breath. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms to the sky, high mountain. Pause right here. Spiral your pinky fingers in towards one another and try to find your most neutral spine. So not sinking into your hips, not sticking your butt out, just nice and neutral. Root down into your right foot and lift your left knee up, standing stack pose. So flex through your left toes. Yeah, dorsal flexion, toes towards your shin. Find your balance, find your breath. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, figure four with your legs. Sit back into a one-legged chair. Arms can swing back, or maybe you want to bring hands to heart. If you would like, you're more than welcome to come into a forward fold variation, or if an arm balance is in your practice, something you've been working on, you're welcome to play. Thanks, Mikkel. Wherever you are at, breath is right there with you. Flexion through your left toes. Press your outer ankle into the top of your thigh. You're sitting back into a chair position. Weight is primarily in your right heel. Take your last couple rounds. You guys are doing so good. All right, let's come back slowly to our standing stack. So arms to the sky. Left knee lifts. Maybe even extend your left leg forward. Try not to lean back. Take one more inhale. Exhale, just set your left foot down. Even out your weight. And dive down, forward fold. Beautiful halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa however you would like, or you are always welcome to skip it. See you back in down dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Good, and if you want to, feel free to open up your hip or maybe even circle your knee around a few times, circle out your ankle, so any exploration you want to take. But then in your next 2 or 3 breaths, square off your hips. So start to really feel the difference between square hips and open hips. Yes, I don't care about height, length, strength, power through your left leg. From your fingertips all the way up to your heel or your toes. One more big inhale. Awesome, Jen. Exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, round your spine, push the ground away. Step through so softly. Low lunge. Good, rise in your own time, crescent lunge. Nice, Mo. So hips are square. Rather than feeling like you're pulling your hips apart, hug towards midline. That's your stability. That's your strong foundation. Good, Kate. A little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. So you're not squeezing your six-pack muscles. You're just toning your belly, navel to spine, so you feel supported in your low back. Feel length in your low back. Lift your heart. Maybe even lift your gaze. Just feel your own unique expression in this moment. Feel your breath flowing through you in this moment. Whatever is there, just feel it. Allow it. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Lean forward. Prepare for your balance here. So navel to spine, inner thighs hug in. And as you are ready, just lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. Nice and easy. Awesome, Mary. So find that long line of energy from the crown of your head back to your heel. You can stay where you're at. Keep pressing hands into your thigh, or option for some arms. Any variation. It doesn't have to be what you did on the other side necessarily. So your fullest expression, your own unique expression. One last great big breath. Beautiful work. Come back to crescent, soft landing if at all possible. Good. And exhale, hands to the ground.
Now we'll set up for a pyramid pose. So step your back foot forward, both feet on the ground. They should be able to be flat on the ground. And you choose 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward, or a balance beam, back foot at a little angle. Halfway lift position. Personally, I like hands to my hips. You can bring your hands wherever they feel best. Bend your left knee a lot for just a second. And then slowly and intentionally straighten your left leg by lifting your left butt cheek up, 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 and pressing it back, back, back. So you're pressing it back, and the front of your thigh, your quad muscle is starting to fire up. So you can keep that length that you've created, and then work back into your fold. Forehead towards shin, nose towards knee, navel towards spine at the bottom of each exhalation. Keep pulling left butt cheek back and up. There's an invisible rope now attached to your left butt cheek. It's pulling back, it's pulling up. Yes, yes, yes. Good job, friends. Use your breath. Couple more. Try not to lift the inner edge of your left foot. Good work. Take one last full round. Good. That's a good shake. And then end of your next exhale, fingertips to the ground or hands to block. So bend your front knee if needed. Walk your hands forward. Float your back leg to the sky. When we flow, this will be a standing split. But right now, make it into a half moon. Let your hips open. It should feel good to open your hips now. So stack right hip on top of left. Yes, squeeze your outer left glute. Medial glute engages to let your hips open. Open your heart. Feel the strength and power in your back leg, like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. Awesome work. Take one last big, huge in-breath. More length, more space. And then slowly and intentionally forward fold, nice and easy, top of your mat. You can pedal out your heels. You can give your left leg a little shake out. You can give your left hip a nice little love tap. Pound it out. Good job, friends. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, all the way up, rise. Arms to the sky, high mountain. Take a moment to pause here. Pinky fingers in towards one another. Try to let your shoulders drop down away from your ears a bit. Feel into your neutral spine, neutral pelvis. And then left foot roots this time, right knee lifts, standing staff. Hug in with your inner thigh. So to me, I like to imagine I'm zipping up a zipper through my midline. So everything's hugging in, lifting up. Good, flexion through your right toes. One more in-breath. Beautiful, figure 4, one-legged chair. So sit back, outer right ankle, top of the left thigh. Arms are your choice, hands to heart or chair plane arms. You might swing them back. You want to go for a forward fold or an arm balance, please feel free. Keep the flexion in your right toes. And if you are sitting back, weight primarily in your left heel. Breathe down into your hips. Maybe imagine, visualize your breath moving down into your hips. Very nice. Last couple rounds. Good, playful and compassionate. So if you're falling out, meet yourself right there. Let's slowly come back to our standing staff. Arms to the sky, right knee lifts. You want extra, extend your right leg forward, use your core, try not to lean back. One more inhale. Exhale, set your right foot down, even out your weight, stick your butt out all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa. See you back in down dog. And then if you would rather take a child's pose here, give yourself just a moment to rest, please feel free. We will move through that entire sequence now, that entire flow, one breath, one movement. It does not mean we get through it as fast as we can. with momentum, but instead it means we move slowly and intentionally with our slow, deep, intentional breaths. So if at any time you feel like I'm cueing way too slow, see if you can breathe bigger, breathe deeper, breathe slower. If at any time you want to do your own thing, you want to take a little break or your body needs something else, please always listen to that. So you are your own teacher first. I'm like your substitute teacher. I'm giving you ideas. I'm giving you invitations. Take what works and leave the rest behind. So if you would like to come with me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. One more great big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look to the top of your space and find your way there. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, lots of length. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, lead with your heart all the way up, big stretch at the top. Inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side body stretch to your right. Legs are optional. Inhale through center. Switch your grip. Other side. Exhale, up and over. Back to center. Breathe in. Both feet on the ground. Chair plane or drinking bird. So swing your arms back, bend your knees. Maybe lift up to tiptoes. Maybe stay on tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive. Exhale all the way down. Big balance challenge, I know. Good job. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep your exhale going as you lower chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, be in it. Don't just move through it. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, right leg high, strong and powerful. Slowly and softly exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Crescent lunge with your inhale, rise up, strong legs. Exhale, hands to your front thigh. Prepare, navel to spine. Inhale, back foot floats off the ground. Stay here and hold as you exhale. Option to add your arms. Inhale, come back, crescent lunge. Lift your heart, lift your head. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, pyramid pose with a halfway lift. So lengthen everything. Pull your right butt cheek back. Exhale, work into your fold. Forehead towards shin, nose toward knee. All the way to empty, navel towards spine. Inhale, standing splits. Crawl your hands forward, float your left leg up. And then exhale, forward fold, left foot steps down, top of your space. Inhale, lift halfway, stick your butt out, realign your spine. And let it go, fold. Root through your feet, all the way up, rise. Arms reach up, left knee lift, standing staff, flex your toes. Figure four, arms are your choice. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, back to standing staff. Option to extend left if you want more. And left foot down, even out your weight, dive down, exhale all the way to empty, forward fold. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or you can always skip it. Lift your heart, inhale. Lift your hips, exhale. Inhale, left leg high, active through your left foot. Now use your core strength. Exhale softly, left foot steps forward, low lunge. Thanks, Kate. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Strong legs, heart lifts. Maybe your gaze lifts. Exhale, hands to your front thigh, lean forward. Take a moment to prepare, navel to spine. And then back foot just floats up as you inhale. Warrior three variations. Stay for your exhale, add your arms. Amazing. Nice aerial come back. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Beautiful, Makai. Hands to the earth. Exhale. Ha. Pyramid stance with a halfway lift. So lengthen everything. Pull your left butt cheek back and up. Exhale, work into your fold all the way to emptiness. Navel to spine. Fold even deeper. And then inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward. Float your back leg high. Spread your toes. Forward fold. Right foot steps down. Top of your space. Halfway lift. Inhale. And let it go. Exhale. Ha. Root through your feet. Rise all the way up. Arms reach up. Right knee lifts. Flex your toes. Figure 4, one-legged chair. Arms are your choice. Sit back, get low. Weight in your left heel. Back to standing staff. Inhale. Option to extend right. Navel to spine. Core is strong. Nice, Kate. And then set your right foot down. Dive down slowly, fold. Halfway lift, use your big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Vinyasa, however you would like. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet up. Pause there and take some deep breaths. Maybe take some open mouth exhales. Ah. So we'll go through that flow one more time. This time, I'm gonna add in just a few little changes, a few little additions. So just like you always do, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, leave the rest behind. One more inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold in. Ha. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Arms to the sky, high mountain pose, stretch tall. Hands to heart, exhale, and here we go, last round. Inhale, reach up. Grab left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side body stretch. Legs are optional, you do you. Inhale through center. Other side with your exhalation. Listen, inhale, center. Add a little baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open, navel to spine to protect your low back, exhale. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Now chair plane or drinking bird, bend your knees, arms back, maybe lift to tiptoes. Maybe stay on tiptoes all the way up as tall as you can grow. One last time, high mountain. One last time if you want on your tiptoes, dive down into your fold. Very nice work. Lift halfway, heels on the ground. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, strong arms, strong belly. Use your in-breath to peel your heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Ha. Listen, inhale, right leg to the sky. You can hold here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Push the ground away, get as close as you can. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Good job. Right knee, right armpit, get as high as you can. Come forward, push the ground away. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Amazing, you guys, everybody. Exhale, knee to your nose, step forward softly. Crescent lunge, rise, inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hands to front thigh. One more time, preparing for your balance, navel to spine. Inhale, float your back foot off the ground. Stay here and hold. Exhale, add arms if you would like. And inhale back to your crescent lunge. See if you can land nice and softly. Breathe in. Very nice. Hands to the earth. Pyramid pose with a halfway lift. So adjust your legs, lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, work into your fold. Dive as deep as you can all the way to emptiness. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg floats up. Walk your hands forward. Now listen, exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Step your left foot down next to right, get small. All the way to empty, tuck and curl. Inhale, halfway lift, stick your butt out, lengthen your spine, heels on the ground. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, let's rise all the way up. Arms reach up, left knee lifts, flex your toes back. Figure 4, sit back. Arms are your choice, weight in your right heel. Inhale, re-extend, standing step, option to extend left. Now listen, curtsy squat, swing your left leg around, hands to heart, get low in your legs. Square off your hips. High mountain, inhale, stretch. Exhale, slow dive. Take it down. Good job, you're almost there. Use your breath, halfway lift position, inhale. Nice trace, exhale, hands plant, feet back. Chaturanga, or skip it if you'd rather. Lift your heart, inhale. Beautiful, down dog, exhale. All right, left leg high, breathe in. You can hold here or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your core, use your obliques, push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left to left, aim high, aim for your armpit. Very nice. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Liz. Exhale now, knee to your nose, step forward ever so softly. Rise, crescent, strong legs. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. And exhale, hands to your front thigh. One last time on this side, prepare. And inhale, fly, back foot floats up. Stay as you exhale, hold out arms if you want. Amazing, land back in crescent. Breathe in. Nice, Katie. Exhale, hands to the earth. Find your pyramid stance with a halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen everything. Exhale, fold deeply all the way to empty in your breath. Pull your left butt cheek up, 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 back, back, back. And then work into your standing splits. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg to the sky. Tiny little potato bug ball one more time. So get small, curl in all the way to empty. Halfway lift, breathe in. You can widen your stance if you want to. And then fold in, exhale. Almost there, rise up. Inhale, arms reach up, right knee lifts. Flex your toes, standing staff. Figure 4, arms are your choice. Weight in your left heel, sit back. Standing staff as you inhale. Curtsy squat with your exhale. So use that mobility in your right hip. Swing your leg around, hands to heart, get low. And reach high, high mountain. Breathe in. Good job. Slow dive takes you all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa however you would like, and end up wherever you would like. Down dog, child's pose, hero's pose. So anywhere you want to go to just reconnect. So find your breath once again. Slow it down if it's sped up. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs would feel really nice. And just notice how you feel. Notice what's present for you. So all that energy inside of you, you've stirred it up. Feel it, all that aliveness inside of you. In your next couple of breaths, just a tabletop position, just hands and knees. So from hands and knees, we're going to move into a modified side plank on our right side. So pivot on your right knee, right foot comes to the outside of your mat, left leg extends back, and then left arm to the sky. See if you can squeeze through your outer right butt cheek, your medial glute, and let your hips open up. So you're not sticking your butt out, but you're opening through the front of your hips, opening through the front of your heart. Option to float your left foot off the ground. If it's not already, make it strong. Maybe reach your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear, and work the length in your left side. Perfect place to stay. Final option, move into your half bow. So bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of left foot or ankle. And then once you've got it, gentle leverage to work your pose. So kick and pull, rather than kicking your foot up, kick your foot back. Let your hips open, let your heart look up. One last huge deep breath. Release, Cam, and then ever so slowly release, come back to hands and knees. From your hands and your knees, we'll move into thread the needle. So right leg out to the right, toes face directly forward, heel comes straight out from your hip, and the sole of your foot is on the ground. Reach your left arm out, and then reach your left arm up. You can come up to right fingertips if that helps. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath you. So like you're reaching and trying to grab hold of your right big toe, reach as far as you can. Come down to rest. On the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head gently. Anywhere you want to go to work this pose. If you can grab hold of your right big toe with your peace fingers, go for it. Breathe into your back body a lot. So into your upper back, the space between your shoulder blades. Into your mid back. Into your low back. Good. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. And then if you do happen to have your right hand lifted, set it back down. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up one more time. And then left hand to the ground. Pick up your right foot, swing your right toes off the left side of your mat. See if you can pull your hips over to the right, and then gaze back over your left shoulder, look back at your toes. Sometimes I like to look under my armpit, so you can feel around. You might round, you might arch, you might rock a little bit forward or back. Feel that length in your right side. One more big deep breath. Nice work, good Soph. Come back to a tabletop position and go find your way back to down dog, however you would like. You can move through your own vinyasa if you want to get there. All right, inhale your right leg high. And this time, everybody peel your right hip open, bend your knee. It's like your right hip is a hinge on a door and your leg is the door. It just swings open. This is a great place to stay. Option to flip your dog if that's in your practice. If you feel like going there today, the right foot steps down, heart reaches forward, hips lift, back muscles are strong. Yes. Breathe all the way down into your belly wherever you are at. One more round. Thanks, Jen. And then bring it back. 3-legged down dog. So take a moment to adjust and see if you can feel your square hips now. Take one more inhale. Good job. Exhale, pigeon pose. Right shin to the top of your mat. Gently bring your body to the ground. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Most of you have heard me say this stuff a million times, so you can just kind of go into it if you know right where you're going, but try not to sink into it. So especially if you are a person who can get your right butt cheek to the ground without a problem, you do not want your right butt cheek touching the ground. Your practice is stability. So pull your right hip back and up, just like we do in pyramid, just like we do in crescent lunge. Keep that as you take your heart forward and down. There's muscle energy, there's integrity, and then we're softening around it. Focus on your big, deep breaths. I'll come around with a little essential oil spritz. If you don't want it on you or near you, just give me a little raise of your hand very quickly. Okay, thank you. You can notice, where are you tensing up that you don't even need to be? Where are you resisting or contracting that you don't need to be? Just by noticing, maybe you start to soften, maybe something starts to shift, even the slightest bit. Take about 3 to 5 more rounds. And one last huge inhale. So next inhale, just fill up as big as you can. See if you can even take an extra little sip. And then sigh out your mouth. Good job. Slowly start to lift your upper body. We're going to find our way into a 3-legged tabletop. So you'll plant your hands and you'll kind of scoot your back knee forward so your hips lift up. Then you'll just unthread your right leg, take it back, gently shake it out. After a few shakes, bend your knee and take a few circles. So just roll out through your right hip, kind of feeling into that mobility. Eventually, extend your right leg back. And then we're going to move into our modified side plank here. So right foot might come down. You can make any adjustments you need to. Right arm to the sky eventually. So opening up towards the right side of the room. Open through your heart. Open through the front of your hips. If your right foot is on the ground, option to lift it up if you want to. Right arm might reach forward, bicep next to ear. Feeling that length of your right side. Stay where you're at, or final option, half bow variation. Bend your knee, reach back, and grab hold. Good. So once you've got your foot, gentle leverage. You're not forcing anything. You're not straining to get deeper, but you're just working the pose with gentle leverage. Kick foot into hand, hand back into foot. Let your heart look up. Take one last huge breath. And end of your exhale, release back to hands and knees. From hands and knees, left leg out to the left, toes face forward. Heel come straight out from your hips. So you don't want your foot behind you or in front of you, just straight out. Right arm out, right arm up, inhale. And then exhale, thread your right arm through, reaching, and then come down to rest. Work it in any way you would like. It does not necessarily have to be exactly what you did on the other side. So our sides, most of us have different stuff going on each side of our body. We don't necessarily need the exact same thing on both sides. So feel into that. Get curious about that. If you don't know what's going on in your body, there's only one way to find out, and that's to start tuning in, start becoming more curious. It's like any other relationship, takes time to build. We can't just come onto our mat one time a month and expect our body to tell us everything we need to know. It's a practice. Tuning in over and over again. It's almost like troubleshooting sometimes. Feeling into what works, what doesn't work. Where's there space? How can I create more space? How can I soften around my hard edges? And that's the yoga. Take your last couple of breaths. If your left hand happens to be lifted, bring it back to the earth. On an inhale, unthread your right arm. Reach it out, reach it up one more time. See if you can reach higher. And then right hand down. Pick up your left foot, left toes off the right side of your mat. Push them into the ground. Pull your hips left, gaze back over right shoulder. So I like to bend my elbows and kind of work around a little bit. Sometimes I even use my right heel to dig into the front of my left quad and give myself a little massage with my right heel. So you can get really creative. Feel into that length of your left side. Take one last big deep breath. And then tabletop. And then downward facing dog. If you want to vinyasa your way back to down dog, feel free. And inhale your left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open, bend your left knee. Feel your left hip stack on top of right. Perfect place to stay, or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down, nice and easy behind you. Left arm forward, heart forward. So your heart wants to look at this front wall. See if you can let it. Lift your hips higher, feel the strength in your back body. One last huge deep breath. Awesome, Makai, and then come back. Three-legged down dog. See if you can feel into your square hips. So take as much time as you need to square off your hips. And then everybody, just when you're ready, pigeon pose, left shin to the top of your space. Set your body down. Find that muscle energy, the structure, the strength, the stability first. So for whatever reason, a lot of women, we just have naturally more open hips. Not everybody. But if that's you, if you're like, pigeon pose feels so easy, I can fall asleep, then your practice is not flexibility, it's stability. It's hugging in, plugging the joints in. And then softening around that shape with your big deep breaths. Take about 4 or 5 more on this side. Side out your mouth if you'd like. So anytime you feel like there's too much sensation, there's too much energy, there's too much, just that open mouth sigh, so valuable. Use it. Let it go. I'm just going to leave it up to you ultimately. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides, start your transition back to that three-legged tabletop. So no hurry whatsoever. But eventually a three-legged tabletop, and you'll just give your left leg that nice little shake out. And you might take a few circles with your left knee, kind of feeling into that range of motion through your left hip. Eventually just a regular tabletop, maybe some cat-cows, maybe some hip circles. Maybe you want to move back into one last down dog to stretch, or maybe you'd even like to take one last vinyasa on your own. So give yourself a few breaths just to neutralize, just to feel what's there. And then I'm just going to say, everybody, in your next few breaths, your next 4 or 5 rounds, find your way all the way onto your back, and you can face whichever direction you would like. Once you're on your back, draw your knees towards your belly. And just rock gently from side to side. Give your low back a nice little massage. After a few rocks, supine spinal twist of your choice. You can go either direction, just be aware of the space around you. Really give the weight of your body to the ground here. Continue to move your breath down into your belly. Use each exhale to just let your body kind of melt and soften and give in a little bit more. And after about 5 rounds on one side, find your way to the other side slowly. So you can take a moment as you come through center to kind of neutralize, maybe a little rock, maybe a squeeze of your knees in. Maybe a big full body stretch even. And I will leave it up to you when you feel pretty much even on both sides. Come back to center. Take a moment to neutralize. So again, maybe a little rock, maybe a big squeeze. Then move into any inversion of your choice. So anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. Can be something more restorative or something more challenging, more active, just depending on how you feel. So 5 to 10 breaths. In any inversion you'd like to take, feel free to move to a wall or use any props you would like. And then after you feel complete with your inversion, so these 5 to 10 breaths there, ease your way out. Take any counter poses of your choosing, any finishing poses that your body is still calling for. So I personally always love me a happy baby at the end of practice. Maybe you want one last heart opener. Maybe you want feet together, knees apart, just rest and let your hips open gently. So any other movements, any other poses, any last little wiggles you want to get out. And then just slowly begin your transition into your final relaxation. And as you move into your Shavasana, I have a thought for you. It's by David R. Hawkins. So this is just about being with whatever is inside of you, being with your emotions and being with your feelings, letting them just have space. The technique is to be with the feeling and surrender all efforts to modify it in any way. Let go of wanting to resist the feeling. It is the resistance that keeps the feeling going. When you give up resisting or trying to modify the feeling, it will shift to the next feeling and be accompanied by a lighter sensation. A feeling that is not resisted will disappear as the energy behind it dissipates.
So often I feel like we try to get the emotions and feelings we have inside of us to go away. We resist them because they are uncomfortable, because they are unpleasant. And we think sometimes as yogis, we're supposed to be calm and happy all the time. That's actually the opposite of what we are trying to accomplish. So, can we be with the full spectrum of human emotions? Can we hold even the most uncomfortable, the darkest emotions, and allow them to have space to be felt, to flow through, and eventually to become just a little lighter inside of us? So, these last few moments in your Shavasana, see if you can just allow whatever is inside of you, whether it be comfortable or uncomfortable, whether it be chaotic or peaceful. Just allow whatever's there to have space to flow, to be held, to be accepted, and even to be loved. Your breath can just become effortless if it's not already. Just let yourself rest and soak in everything for these last few moments of class. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And just begin to slowly move through your fingers and your toes. Maybe you want to give yourself a little temple massage, forehead massage. Maybe you want to drop your hands together, press them over your eyes. So anything you like to just kind of gently wake yourself up. And then as you are ready, find your way into fetal position on either side. And just give yourself a couple breaths as you rest on your side body. Maybe there is some way you visualize your practice, all the energy from it, all the efforts from it, just seeping in, soaking in, absorbing into your being. And stay as relaxed as possible through your physical body and ease your way up into your seated meditation. So right back where we began our practice. And just notice as you come into your seat, if you feel a little bit different, if anything has shifted, even the slightest bit, physically, energetically, emotionally, since the beginning of our practice. With your eyes closed, hands at your heart center. We'll just seal this class, seal our practice together with one collective Om. So don't worry how you sound, just focus on how it feels. Focus on letting your voice, letting your own vibration flow through your body and express itself outwardly. So exhale, let all your breath go, empty out, clear your throat if needed, and breathe in your voice. Om. Thank you all so much for being here and letting me guide you. Namaste. Right, my friends.